All right. Now, we did make 2 line breaks right here. However, that is considered poor practice to do. The standard way to break a line or to add a chunk of space is actually, well, there's a couple ways, but to do it in HTML, the better way to add a chunk of space is with a p tag. Because it's block, so it breaks the line, and it's just become more accepted. So let's say we put this p tag in here. So theoretically, there should be extra space between Austin Taxi Review and the above content. So let's check it out. Let's see if it put extra space in. Oh, but wait, it didn't put the extra space in. This paragraph tag and this header tag, this is how they are by default. The paragraph tag that we just put in between them is not showing. And the reason that is because we didn't give it any content. So the browser knows that if it doesn't have content, then pretend like it doesn't exist. So let's just put a T in there and save it. So we go back here and refresh. So now we got our spacing, but there's a T there. So what could we put there that would be invisible but still be a character of content? And rather than give you time to think, or maybe you already know, let's put a space in there. All right, so we put a space instead of a T. So when we go over here, we're going to refresh our page, and there should be a space there. Or there should be space because we put a space, right? But wait, there's not. So what did I say before? Spaces and line breaks in HTML are usually meaningless. And what just happened was that space in that paragraph tag was meaningless. This is not content. It is just a way to format the look of your code to make it more readable. When you want a space, an actual space of content, that is when HTML entities come into play. And these entities are codes for these characters. So there is a code that you can write in that is so abstract that you would never write it accidentally. And this code will tell your browser when you're viewing this page to put a space of content. All right? So this entity is this code right here. nbsp, and as you can see it turned blue because that's just how Notepad++ by default formats entities. So it's an ampersand, and then nbsp, and then it ends with a semicolon. And it knows that it is an entity because it ends with that semicolon. Okay? So this entity will tell our browser this is a space. We want you to put a space in there. And because that is actually a space of real content, that will give our paragraph tags content, and that will give us our blank space. So nbsp stands for non-breaking space. And since we know what breaking means, it means a line break. And nbsp is just a little space. So let's save this and then check out our site, and we should have a space with no content. And as you can see right there, we have it. Now this is interchangeable with this because a paragraph has a line break before and after. So a blank paragraph would have 2 line breaks, and that would be all of its content. And right here, these 2 BRs, that's 2 line breaks. So essentially these are equal, but the paragraph with the non-breaking space inside of it is considered the better way to add spaces with HTML.